Hello, I'm Ricky Coule with Coule Bookkeeping, and I wanted to take just a minute to introduce myself to you. Since we're not able to meet face to face, I wanted you to know who you were dealing with. I live in Evans, Georgia, if you can't already tell by my southern accent, with my wife Cindy, and we have 4 grown children. In fact, Carissa, my daughter, and Andrew, my son, also work with me in the bookkeeping business. But I wanted you to know that you were dealing with a real person, and when we get to talk on the phone or via email, I wanted you to know who you were talking with. I know there are 2 very important questions, probably among many more questions that you have concerning remote bookkeeping. First and foremost on everyone's mind is, how much is this going to cost? And the short answer to that is probably less than what you think. Remote bookkeeping allows us to be able to be more efficient in how we're doing your bookkeeping needs because of modern technology, and it's less expensive than hiring someone to come into your office, say, twice a week. So I have a form the link to that was sent to you in this email if you're looking at this video in an email, or it's on the page where you're watching this video, where you can go online there in the form and answer about 10 to 15 questions about your bookkeeping needs and what your business requires. And that will allow me then to get right back to you, generally within an hour or two, depending on when the form comes in, to allow me to give you a custom quote for what the bookkeeping services that you would require would cost. So if you'll fill that out, I'll send that back to you email, no pressure, no obligation, but that allows you to have some time to consider what you would want, whether you would want to proceed with asking for our services or not. The second question has to do with, how does remote bookkeeping work? Many of you may be used to working with a local bookkeeper where you either have them come to your office or you take packets of paper over to them a couple of times a month. Remote bookkeeping actually allows us to do a lot more in a lot less time, which is why it's more affordable. And to help you understand how that process works, I've made a separate video, which is also linked in whatever means you got this video. It's also linked there where you can watch the video on how remote bookkeeping services work. But it's very simple, and I think that video will answer your questions. After that, I will follow up with you again by email. If you prefer to talk by phone, I'll include my phone number with the email there, and then you can get back with me with additional questions that you have, and I'll be glad to answer those as best I can. But good to meet you, and I hope we can work together. Thank you. God bless.